Blessed day, my people. So in today's video, I have two topics to talk about, and one of them is actually a sad one, as a story that I seen over on the Observer page, the Jamaica Observer page, and the story is about a man who actually passed away 1 hour after getting married. Yes, my people. So you don't know, as it relates to the bride, that day which was supposed to be the happiest day of her life ended up turning into the saddest day of her life. You understand what I say, my people? So, just imagine you go suburbs and get married, you the man of your dreams and you get married and all of that, and man pass away 1 hour after. Boy, oh boy, my people. Anyways, I'm going to show you some of the Jamaican people and I react to it. And you don't know, I'm going to show you some comments from the Jamaica Observer page, right, my people? Also, we're going to talk about some entertainment news as it relates to Sean Paul, former manager Jeremy Harding, who said something which I don't think everybody is going to agree with it, but I'm going to talk about it, right? Him say Beenie Man is the greatest dancehall artist of all time. You see, my people? And you don't know, when you make a bold statement like that, you don't know, some people might not even rate Beenie Man as one of the greatest, much less for you where come say him are the greatest of all times, you understand? Of course, you know, say him I put Beenie Man over even man like Shabba Ranks, Yellow Man, because some people look upon Yellow Man as the king of dancehall. So, what about it? I'm going to read the article and only can tell more anything, alright? But before I'm going to further into the topics, don't forget to like this video, don't forget to subscribe, and also head over to my YouTube channel, News Mix. Would I definitely appreciate that. And also follow my Instagram page, Mix Up Time 4. Would I definitely appreciate that. Alright, people? So the first thing we're going to talk about is the groom who actually passed away 1 hour after getting married. And this actually took place in Nebraska, so it's not something that happened in Jamaica. But you don't know, I'm still going to talk about it and share it and stuff, right? So this is what the article is saying. Nebraska groom passed away 1 hour after his wedding. A groom in Nebraska passed away an hour after his wedding ceremony began. According to an NBC News report, Torres and Johnny Mae Davis walked down the aisle last Monday and promised the rest of their lives to each other. The newly married couple reportedly went outside to take wedding pictures. Shortly after, the groom fell and an ambulance responded, turning what was supposed to be a happy occasion into a tragedy. The groom reportedly passed away from a blood clot. The happiest day of their lives turned into a day of tragedy. Monica Miller, the bride supervisor who was at the wedding, told NBC News. Friends are now trying to support the bride. An online fundraiser to help with the funeral expenses, and the couple's children had raised more than $12,000 as of Friday evening. She went from planning a wedding to now planning a funeral, said Miller, who is organizing the fundraiser. So yes, my people, very sad situation, you understand? That's why it is so important for we treasure life as much as possible, you understand? Don't take even marrying someone and going home with them as a simple thing, because when you can see what happened right here, right? So it's a big deal when you get married and you get to go up on your honeymoon and all of these things. So, boy, it's a very sad situation. I want to send out my condolences to the family, friends, and, boy, we just hope as much people can be there for the bride as much as possible, you understand? Because she's going to need it. And even, them have kids and all of them things. So, you know how that go, right, my people? So let me get to a few of these comments now. And as I said, these comments are coming from the Jamaica Observer page, right? So one person said, boy, you can't make these kind of things up. Went from one of the happiest day of her life to one of the worst day of her life. In a weird way, he gave her both her day and the rest of his life. It's like a lifetime movie. However, it's a very tragic, and I send my condolences to her and the family. Our next person said, could obesity have played a role? This passing is very unfortunate. However, obesity is a growing concern across the world, especially amongst the black race. Somebody says, so sad. Somebody says, sometimes getting married can be the DEATH of you, RIP. Somebody said, at least he married before he passed away. Somebody said, rest in peace to the groom and condolences to the bride. Who would want to experience this situation? He probably was so overwhelmed with the wedding and had an heart, This is brutal, is it? So they must say maybe, heart problems and thing, That's why I'm passed away and stuff like that. So I don't know, my people. All I know, this one here, definitely a sad situation, and especially kids involved, like I say, we shall go tell them youths or whatever. I don't know how much youths them have, but, we shall go tell them and thing. Well, not like you can tell them anything differently from the truth, But the whole situation rough. Yeah, people, so let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section. So the next thing we're going to talk about is Beenie Man. And recently, Sean Paul former manager Jeremy Harding did an interview in which he states that Beenie Man is the greatest artist of all time, the artist ever, best ever. You understand, people? So before me get into this article, I want to tell me if you don't agree with that statement. In your opinion, Zine people, you know Beenie Man get Grammy, him there in the business for a long time now, Zine, but would you consider him to be the greatest ever, Zine? And when we say ever, we're talking comparison with, every single artist ever, from Yellowman to Shabba Ranks to Bounty, just name it. Cartel, just anybody at all who the dancehall. So more than if I agree with that statement. Anyway, this is what the story is saying. Beenie Man is the greatest dancehall artist ever, says Jeremy Harding. Jeremy Harding, Playground Rhythm producer and former manager of Sean Paul, has declared Beenie Man dancehall greatest of all time, the GOAT. I have said it publicly and I will state it once again, that Beenie Man is the greatest dancehall artist ever in the industry of this music. Me, Jeremy Harding, says so. Harding said in an interview on the Entertainment Report podcast. In the same breath, the producer declared Sean Paul Jamaica's greatest crossover act, but noted that neither he or any other dancehall artist who passed away or is still alive can match up to Beenie Man. Sean Paul is the greatest crossover artist out of Jamaica in my opinion, but the greatest dancehall artist hands down is Moses Davis, bro. We love and respect Beenie for certain. Let's just get that out there. Harding, who produced Beenie's hit Who Am I, added. Meanwhile, in a recent interview with Revolt TV on Dancehall Global Influence, Sean Paul was asked about the period in the 2000s when he and Beenie Man reigned in dancehall and even struck up some collabs. Beenie Man and I have done many songs that didn't get released. The last song with me and him came out in 2015, Paul responded. Beenie Man is a consummate performer and a legend out here performing for people at 9 years old. There's been time when he was heavily booed and now he's become the king of the space, he added, seemingly referenced the time in 1992 when the king of the dancehall was chased off stage at a concert in honor of Nelson Mandela at the National Stadium. Beenie Man and Sean Paul last team up was a collab with Future Fambo and Demarco for a remix in 2015 from Fambo debut album titled Evolve, The Uprise. The duo had also teamed up in 2013 for the Greatest Galleys on the sneak preview rhythm. In 2003, Paul had also joined forces with Beenie Man and Lady Saw for the track titled Boss Man, which was the second single from Beanie's 16th studio album Tropical Storm, produced by Pharrell and Chad Hugo, the Neptunes. Boss Man went on to peak at number 78 on the UK singles chart. Sean Paul will be featured on Beenie Man's long overdue Simma album, which is still awaiting a release date. Simma will be Beanie's 19th studio album and follows on his last studio album titled Undisputed, which was released in 2006. The issue of dancehall GOAT has been a subject of much debate over the last few years. Another king of dancehall contender, Cartel, had on June the 2nd, 2020, declared himself the greatest of all time in a 270-word expository essay which was shared on Zodiac Worldwide Instagram page at the time of the release of his Dance and Divas album. No one had an impact on dancehall locally or worldwide in the last 20 years like me. In the last 20 years, no one has had an impact on dancehall as Cartel. I entered the game officially as Best New Artist 2002 by the then JFM, and 3 years later won DJ of the Year, a title that I did not lose until Bad Mind stopped the awards, Cartel had written. My styles of music, topics that were previously considered taboo, my business savvy, my reality show, the fact that I affected the culture in such a way that even the old desert boot made a renaissance via my marketing power. Rosary sold out in Jamaica that even the Catholic Church has to write an article in the Sunday Gleaner magazine section, pointing out me that it's not Rosary chain, just Rosary, and don't even talk about image, from jersey and drag to tattoos and extension before Cartel. How did dancehall artists look compared to Cartel? The Fever artist had added. Continued, Cartel, bro, no one has ever brought the level of excitement to the genre like I did. From the Spanish countries all the way to Mother Africa, it's world boss, world boss. If Babylon didn't envy my greatness, I would have been a multi-platinum record sales and numerous Grammys, but even so, still selling gold from behind bars, still remain the alpha DJ, the king, world boss, Fearer Immortal, cartel teacher, chancellor, and me that. Even a lot of the new generation of artists have something about cartel in their persona, lyric, style, flow, or image, and me I name Gaza, or plus I gave the world popcorn. So you don't know, that was cartel giving himself you can say a pat on the back or a pat on the shoulder or whatever you want to call it. Basically I say him are the greatest of all time. So the question is, my people, more if you not agree with what Mr. Harding was saying, right? Is Beenie Man the greatest of all times? That's what I want to know. And if you agree, more want to tell me in the comment section why you not agree, Zine. And if you don't agree, I still want you to tell me in the comment section also. More you tell me in your opinion who is the greatest of all times, Zine, that if you disagree. More you tell me in the comment section, because I think this is definitely a debatable topic. You understand? We have a whole heap of good artists, and as I say, what I talk about from Yellow Man come right up, you see me? So, what I talk about from all of them entertainers, they come right up. So, that. Anyway, people, thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Also, head over to my YouTube channel, Newsmix. I appreciate that. And also, follow my Instagram page, MixUpTime4. I appreciate that as well. Bless upon yourself until I drop the next video. I'm out.